Our today's first command is app.tracerfuzziness, whose default value is 0. With this command, you can increase the fuzziness or blurriness of the trace line. To demonstrate this, let's draw a gear first. Attach a rod to it. Place a tracer onto the rod. Turn on the motor of the gear so it can rotate. You can see the trace line is solid and clear. Let's use the command to increase its fuzziness. First, see the default value, which is 0 here. Let's increase it. As you can see, the tracer line has become blurred now. The more you increase the value, the more it becomes blurred. Set back to default value. Our second command is app.scalepowattraction. This command is used to increase the attraction power of the magnet with increasing the size of the object. If it is 0, the attraction power of the magnet object remains the same, independent of whether you increase the size of the object or decrease it. Let's try it. First, let's create an object. Now fix it to the background either with Excel or gluing it to the background so it remains in its place. Now open its script menu and transform it into a magnet by putting some value in the variable attraction. The default value is 0. Let's put 2 here. It's the attraction power. The more the value, the more is its attraction power. Now it has become a magnet and it is attracting objects. Now let's see the command. Its default value is 0. However, I might have made it to 10. Let's make it to 0 again. Now let's increase or decrease the size of the magnet. As you can see, the increase in size doesn't have any effect on the value of the attraction power. Now let's make the value of scale power attraction to 1. Now change the size of the object. You can see the attraction power of the object is decreasing with decrease in the size while increasing with the increase in the size of the magnet. Now make the value 4. Now you see the attraction increases or decreases 4 times with decrease in the size of the magnet. So the more its value, the more it has effect with increase or decrease in size. Our third command is app.scalepowmotorspeed. The function of this command is similar to the previous function. It affects the speed of the motor when you increase or decrease the size of the motor. Let's try it. First, let's see the speed of the motor. As you can see, it is 15. Whether you increase or decrease the size of the motor, it has no effect. Let's see the default value of the parameter. You can see it is 0, means it has no effect. Now make it 1. Now change the size of the motor. You can see the effect clearly. The speed of the motor changes with the size of the motor. If you make it 10, it has 10 times more effect on the speed of the motor will increase or decrease with the size of the motor. Our next command is app.scalepowmotortorque, whose default value is 4. First, let's make it to 0. Now you change the size of the motor. You can see it has no effect on the torque. Now make it 4. Now you can see the change in size changes the value of the torque too. So the size of the motor becomes proportional to the torque of the motor. Our next command is about spring damping. When you change the size of the spring, it has no effect on the damping value because its default value is 0. The command is app.scalepowspringdamping. Let's make it 4. Now, if you change the size of the spring, it will decrease the damping of the spring proportionally. Our last command is app.scalepowthrustforce, whose default value is 3, but we have already set it to 0. Let's try it. First, draw an object. Put a thruster over it. Change the size of the thruster. It has no effect on the force value. Now let's make the value 3. Now change the size of the thruster. You can see the force now changes proportionally. I hope you have learned a lot. This was the end of today's video. See you in the next video. Thanks and bye.